You guys, tonight we're going to be talking about my favorite condiments and my favorite supplements and my favorite staples that I use. And I know that you guys are always like, what does she eat? Oh my goodness. But we are going to be doing that today. So I have, let me see. Let me mute my, hold on a second. All right, that's better. Okay, you guys, I'm using my, I'm not using my selfie cam tonight, so I cannot see myself. And so I wanted to be able, because we're going to be talking about all of the condiments and all of the stuff that I use, and I'm going to be showing them to you live. And so I needed to use the front camera so I can show you that. But when I do that, of course, I can't see myself. So I'm hoping that everything's working out. I am on my, I have my tablet up too, so I think that's going to work out. All right. So you guys, who's on? I can't see anything. I will be able to see your comments as soon as they start rolling in, though. It looks like 4 are watching. So yeah, I have, let's see, the way my setup is here, I do have my, and there's a little bit of a delay, but I do have my tablet here. So I will be able to see all of your comments, you guys. Let me know what part of the country you're in or where in the world you are. I'm in Southern California, and I'm really excited about tonight. I know that I'm not a food channel, but I know you guys want to see some of the stuff I do. So most of you guys know that I am Kinda Karnivore. That means I'm kind of in between keto and carnivore. My carbs are super low, maybe 4 or 5 carbs, maybe 7. Once in a while, I do have like a green leafy thing, or a little bit of salad, or, I barely eat carbs. So my main thing is meat. And what do I say? Make your food tasty, right? So we're going to talk about some of the things that I use to make my food tasty. And these are all 0 carb, keto, carnivore, approved condiments. So let me see. Can I make sure? Can someone put a comment? Let me know that you can hear me okay, because I'm working kind of blindly. And let me see if I can see comments somehow. Let's see how I can see that. Oh, God's Girl. Hey, KHE. Hey, God's Girl. Welcome. So I can see the comments. So you guys, I'm going to be checking the comments, answering your questions, and I'm using a different part of my camera. All right, so you guys, let's get started. Okay, so I'm sharing my favorite things, and we're going to start off with morning things. And you guys know I drink my coffee every day, so I'm going to be showing you my favorite. Aw, my hubby put his tablet so I could see him like super good. Oh, thank you, boo. Okay. Okay, so you guys, let's get started. My favorite things. I really love the bulletproof coffee. So I'm gonna, is it working? This is my favorite coffee, the bulletproof coffee. I am the Mentalist. This is what I use every day. I really love this coffee because it's a clean coffee. They test it using a third party for mold and all of the stuff. This is my favorite coffee. My hubby uses it also. It has a good flavor, and I'm so spoiled by this coffee. What is your favorite coffee? Put it in the comments. What do you use? I want to tell you guys, I didn't start drinking coffee until I started keto. So my whole life, all 50 years, I was not a coffee drinker. And then after I started keto, I wasn't hungry in the morning that much. And I started drinking like the bulletproof coffee where you put the butter in it and all that. Long story short, I loved that when I drank that coffee, I wasn't hungry until like 12, 1 o'clock. And back then, that's when I needed to lose all the weight. And that's how I started drinking coffee. But I wanted it to be a really clean coffee. So that's my favorite. That's the bulletproof coffee. That is my favorite. Great. You guys can hear me. Awesome. Okay. So my next thing, what do I put in the coffee? Okay. First thing, you guys, I put a half teaspoon of the LMNT. A half teaspoon of the LMNT. And this is the chocolate caramel LMNT. And I will have a link in this description. There's also, I believe there's a link on my channel page also. If you use my link to order your when you make your first order, if you use my link, you will be able to get a free sample pack that'll have the 4 flavors in it, I believe, the most common flavors, so you can try them. Okay, KHE likes, Copper Cow Coffee and Cafe Bustelo Coffee. Awesome. Also Fired. Oh my gosh, you specialize in coffee. I'm barely just like in my life learning. You know all the coffees, okay? All right, KHE. All right, what else do I put in my coffee? So I put a half teaspoon of the LMNT. You guys, of course, my Kerrygold. I put a tablespoon of Kerrygold in my coffee. This is my favorite. My hubby did a Costco run today, so we have like a fresh thing of LMNT. I also put a half teaspoon of heavy whipping cream. I'm sorry, a tablespoon of heavy whipping cream. A tablespoon of butter, a tablespoon of heavy whipping cream in my coffee. So these are my staples. These are my things that I really love. That's what I put in my coffee. What I've been doing lately in my coffee, because I'm trying to get more collagen and more, I'm trying to get more collagen in my diet, and you can do that through gelatin also. So I have been also putting a little bit of gelatin in my coffee, bloomed gelatin. Bloom means you take an amount of gelatin and then 3 times that amount of water to bloom it. So since I'm using a half tablespoon of gelatin, I'm also using 3 halves, I guess that's a tablespoon and a half, in water. So what I do is I put some water in my cup in the morning that I'm using for my coffee. I sprinkle the gelatin in. I let that bloom for about 10 minutes. God's Girl uses Solimo coffee. It's an Amazon brand. Okay. So that's what I put in my coffee. To sweeten my coffee, I use the vanilla monk fruit drops. The vanilla monk fruit drops. These are my favorite. You'll have to see what's the perfect amount for you to use, between 4 to 8 drops per se, whatever works for you. That's the vanilla monk fruit drops. So that's kind of what I put in my coffee. Now in my purse, you guys, I carry the regular monk fruit. So if I'm somewhere and I want to get an iced tea, then these are the monk fruit drops that I use. I keep them in my purse, just a few drops. I love these two because they are the pure extract. It's just the drops. There's no fillers. There's no fiber added to it. No erythritol. They're just the drops. So that's what I use for my sweetener. If I'm baking a cheesecake, at Christmas time, if I'm making a cheesecake or anything like that, Like this month this is candy month, so I might make some gummy bears. That's just made of gelatin. I will use my monk fruit drops. So once I did carnivore, that's when I came off of all the powdery sugars and I switched over. I found that for my carb addiction, it's not triggered when I just have the drops, but if I have the powdery stuff, I'm triggered and I want more. So that's why I do it, to each their own. Sometimes I use a little bit of glycine. It's an amino acid. It has a slight sweet taste. So if you're like super carnivore and you're not doing just anything from a plant at all, you can just add a tiny bit of glycine to your coffee. The other thing is we don't have it right now, but if I want a cold coffee, I use Stok, S-T-O-K, the green label one, which is just the medium unsweetened brew coffee. I get that at Costco. They were out today, so we were able to get it. But if I'm wanting a cold coffee, I will get that. And the only difference is I use all of the things that I just told you in the coffee. Of course, not butter because it's not going to melt. So that is my morning thing. What do you guys put in your coffee? What are you putting in your coffee? I want to know. Put it in the comments. If you are just joining in to this live, or if you're watching on the replay, we are talking about my favorite condiments, supplements, and staples. So go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And if you like this channel and you're enjoying the content, please share it with someone so that we can continue to inspire and give hope and motivation. All right. So the next few things I'm going to talk to you about are some of the condiments I use to make my meat tasty. So I'm going to start out with Chosen Foods mayo. So my hubby picked up a fresh one today at Costco. Primal Kitchen also has a mayo. I really love this Chosen Food mayo. The taste is my favorite. However, if I'm out of this and I can't find it or I need something quick, I will get the Primal Kitchen mayo. They have one also. So this is what I use to make my deviled eggs, my tuna salad, my chicken salad. My hubby uses it just to dip his meat in, to get a little bit more fat in his diet, and just he loves sauces. So that is what I use for that. Okay, so God's Girl says she puts heavy whipping cream. She uses stevia liquid drops in her coffee. Awesome, God's Girl. Okay, so that is the mayo. That's my favorite mayo. My favorite dressing, you guys, is the Primal Kitchen Caesar dressing. I love to dip my meat in this. I like to use it if I'm going to, have a Caesar salad. And yeah, that's my favorite, the Primal Kitchen Caesar salad. There we go. I love it because there's no seed oils. They're using avocado oil. And if they're sweetening anything, because they do have other dressings, they have barbecue sauces, they have ketchups. Primal Kitchen has a lot. And they're using stevia to sweeten, and they're using avocado oil. So there's no seed oils, you guys. I'm so glad that they came out with a line that we can use. So that is my favorite dressing that I'll probably be using tonight for dinner. All right. And you guys, just regular old, I almost squirted it all over. You guys, regular yellow mustard, just regular yellow mustard. I loved ketchup, but for some reason when I went keto and I was cutting everything out, I just got used to not having ketchup. So this is a yellow mustard. There's no carbs in it, and it's just distilled water, vinegar, yellow mustard, salt. So yeah, I just use this brand. What are you guys using on your burgers? Tell me in the comments. Do you like mayo on your burger? Do you like mustard? Are you using a Primal Kitchen or a sugar-free ketchup? On your meats, do you use a barbecue sauce? Have you found a sugar-free one that you like? share it in the comments. Sharing is caring. Let's help each other so that we can make our food tasty and stay on this way of eating. All right, so the next few things I want to go over before we get into some of my seasonings that I really like. You guys, right now, okay, I have mostly all of the element flavors. So right now, my favorite element flavor, you guys, is the lemonade salt. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is my new favorite. Now, a couple of months ago, my other favorite used to be grapefruit, and I'm actually getting ready to move into another favorite, which is the raspberry salt. But I love the lemonade salt. So you guys know that I use Element for my electrolytes. It's going to be about 3 years. Really, a lot of my symptoms left when I started Element. But basically, I do 1 packet of Element a day. That's what works for me. And I put a little bit in my coffee. So that's the Element. We have all the flavors, but right now, those are my 2 flavors that I shared with you. So let's see. KHE has regular Hidden Valley Ranch. We use it a lot. And dry rubs. I know. Oh my gosh. Oh, KHE also loves the watermelon salt, the Element watermelon. That one is so good. And oh, it's so good. But yes, dry rubs. I was looking for my favorite dry rub and I didn't see it today. But yeah, there are a lot of dry rubs that you can use. Just check the back and make sure there's no sugar added. But I really like dry rubs for my ribs when I make ribs. So, oh, that's awesome. Okay. All right. So let's get into speaking of dry rubs, let's get into my favorite seasonings, you guys. My favorite seasonings. There is a seasoning that I really love, and it's a dry rub. They have it at Sprouts. Sometimes they have it at Target. I didn't see it today, so I forgot what it is. But you guys, dry rubs are my favorite. So I use a lot of those. But what I use every day, you guys, every day, this is my favorite. Trader Joe's onion salt is my favorite. I'm not sure where you guys are in the world or the country, but Trader Joe's is my favorite onion salt. I love Trader Joe's onion salt. I shop at Trader Joe's a lot. I really love their garlic powder. So I use garlic powder every day. I use it on my meats. I use it when I'm making my meatballs. I really love the garlic powder. So that's another one of my favorites. Also at Trader Joe's, if I just need a plain onion powder without the salt, this is my favorite. So I'm at Trader Joe's all the time. My Trader Joe's onion powder. So I use those every day when I season my meats. Salmon, steak, seafood, meatballs, hamburgers. I use it all the time. But you guys, we can't forget about this. Of course, Redmond's salt. Yes. I love Redmond's salt. So I have this Redmond. This is the fine salt. It's really fine. But guess what? I also have this other one. I don't have it out right now, but it's the powdery salt. Like really powdery. But I do want to also get some more salts like the flake one. I want to try some different one. And Redmond's, they have also different kinds of seasoning salts and smoked salts. And so I'm going to be getting some more salts. But those are what I like to season my meats with. What are your favorite seasonings for your meats? I just shared mine. Garlic powder, onion salt, Redmond's sea salt. What are your favorite seasonings for your meats? So God's Girl's using the sugar-free Heinz ketchup. Oh, the Hughes barbecue sauce. That one's also sugar-free. Yes, that's the one that when I'm at my family's house, they'll have the G. Hughes sugar-free barbecue sauce. Pink Himalayan salt. KHE is using pink Himalayan salt, and she loves garlic powder also. That's awesome. If you're just joining in, let us know where you are in the world or in the country, and give us a thumbs up if you're enjoying this content. We're talking about my favorite condiments. All right, so that is, okay, so that's that. Okay, you guys, this next thing that I'm going to talk about, I'm just sharing this with you guys. I don't use all of these anymore, but I know last week we were talking about keto flu, and when your body's transitioning into a ketogenic lifestyle, it has to get used to it. Sometimes you have some symptoms or some electrolyte imbalances that you have to fix. Pretty much I use LMNT for everything now. I'm pretty dialed in, but whenever there's like a weight shift, like when I relapsed in 2020 and I gained 20 pounds, whenever there's like a weight shift and then you're getting back on, you might have to use additional supplements. So I'm going to call this additional supplements that I don't use all the time, but I wanted you to know the brand that I use. Last week, I was talking with you guys about magnesium. Magnesium citrate is good for if you are constipated and you need to loosen things up. So magnesium, I happen to just really love capsules. So you can get a liquid one, you can get it in your, find an electrolyte with it, whatever, but I like capsules because I feel like they dissolve quick versus tablets. So my favorite brand is Pure Encapsulations. So this is magnesium citrate. Do I have it straight? I do not. Okay. Magnesium citrate. No. You guys, it's so weird using this side of the camera because I can't see it. There we go. Magnesium citrate. I think I have it right now. I still don't. Lord Jesus. Yeah. Perfect. All right, so that is Pure Encapsulations. This is my, if I need anything, I will look to see if it's in the Pure Encapsulations brand first. It's my favorite. That's magnesium citrate. Girl, I do not need this. I'm telling you. I never was, I mean, yeah, in the beginning, but yeah, I'm probably going to throw these out soon, but I want to show it to you. Magnesium glycinate. That's the regular magnesium, but my preferred magnesium. So Pure Encapsulations also, let me see if I can get the label right. So magnesium glycinate, if you are not having constipation, magnesium glycinate is awesome for nerves and stuff like that. Like I did notice when I was going through some of my keto flu symptoms and my toes would be kind of weirdish. Like, I don't want to say, like they would get numb and stuff, just weird stuff. And I started taking this and it went away. But I don't have to take that anymore. I just use I'll take one now and then, but I pretty much use my LMNT for everything. And this I definitely don't take anymore. But in the beginning, when I was transitioning, there's my potassium. Remember I mentioned the three main electrolytes are potassium, magnesium, and salt. So there you have it. Most of the time, it's just that you're not having enough salt. Most of the time. So Pure Encapsulations is my favorite. We all have our favorites. And then from time to time, I always get asked, do you take vitamins? Do you take vitamins? I used to take vitamins before Keto Karnivore. I really, after doing a lot of research, I feel like I get what I need in my red meat. So that's why I tend to make sure I have some red meat every day. And when I don't, I kind of feel it. But for a while, or if I feel like I need something, I do take because in the red meat, the liver is what has a lot of the vitamins that we need. And since I don't love liver, like I'm probably not going to like eat it, I just don't really love it. I tried, you guys, I tried. So, you know, Dr. Berry always says, grow up and eat your liver or get the capsules. So I end up using these capsules by Wholesome Wellness. These work pretty good for me. There's different brands and people like their brands, but these ones work good for me. I would take a couple in the morning and a couple at night. And then I moved it down to just a couple in the morning. I take them on days if I feel like I'm not getting enough red meat in my body. I really, when I looked it up, there's just a lot in liver. So if you want to do a Google on what are the nutrients in liver, and it will tell you all the great things in liver. So if you love to eat liver, that is great. What are your supplements that you're taking right now? Are you using LMNT or are you using something else? Put it in the comments. Okay, so those are my staples that I use, and my condiments and a few of my supplements that I don't have to use that often, but I want to show them to you. So besides that, I use a dill relish. I'll use dill pickles. I'll eat dill pickles. So food-wise, besides my meat, I'll eat dill pickles, dill relish, pork rinds for my snack, or chomps for my snack. My favorite, because I happen to have it right here, my favorite brand of pork rinds are my Macs. So this is my family size Mac bag. I love Mac. It's my favorite. I get the plain ones because they're not going to have all those fake seasonings and stuff on it. So I tend to go with the plain one. The Macs are my favorite. So those are all of the condiments that I use. So what questions do you guys have about condiments? Is there anything that you have a question about that's in your refrigerator or that you've just been wanting to ask me? Let me know in the comments. And also, let's see if I can make this a little better. Okay. And also, I just wanted to give you guys a quick channel update while you're putting your questions in the comments. We are at 600 subscribers, almost 600 subscribers, almost 1,000 views. So we're pressing along. I'm getting a couple videos out a week. So we'll keep doing that. And as soon as I can open up the support groups, I'm like, oh, please let us be able to do it before Christmas. So before Thanksgiving, before those big holidays. So hopefully we'll be able to do that. Let's see what else here. So that's the channel update. What questions do you guys have about anything at all? Okay, so KHE says, I tried to make sauce for my keto fish tacos. Add hot sauce. Okay, yeah, hot sauce. If you love hot sauce, that is a good one. Hot sauce, people love hot sauce. A spoonful of salsa, is it bad? A spoonful. I don't think so, KHE, because if a spoonful of salsa keeps you from eating, all the stuff, girl, have your spoonful of salsa. My sister gets salsa sometimes. That's fine. I just happen to not. It's never been my fave. But like a spoonful of something, that's not what's causing our problems. Girl, go for it. Cream. So KHE's asking, crema is okay. Cream is okay. Like heavy whipping cream, you mean? What kind of cream? KHE's asking. I love KHE's question. She cracks me up. What other questions do you guys have? Mexican cream for food. I don't even know what that is, but KHE, is it something that you have in your house that you can look on at the back of your package or Google it? I don't even know what a Mexican cream is. Yeah, I don't know what a Mexican cream is, but look on the back. Look on the back of the package at the nutritional facts and see what the ingredients are and if that's something that you would want to include. God's Girl says she has a calcium, Calm Plus. Yeah. In the beginning of my keto journey, I would use natural Calm because that's when I was constipated and I had to use something, and that really helped me. But then once that went away, I had to change from that. But she has Calm Plus calcium, a multivitamin, her omega 369, and potassium citrate. Okay, citrate's awesome. Okay, so KHE, yeah, it's a carb. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, you're good. I love that you're asking questions. You guys are learning so much. I'm so proud of you. So those are my favorite things, my favorite supplements. If you are just watching or watching on the replay or just dropping in, we just went over all of my favorite condiments, staples, and some of the supplements that I use. You can watch it on the replay and see that also. If there aren't any other questions, I guess we will be done. So that was that for tonight, all of that. And I have to say, I don't particularly love shooting with my with my back camera. Would that be considered my front camera? Because I can't see anything. I'm having to look at the tablet to see, and then it is delayed. But I wanted to do that because if I shoot the regular way and I show you guys a product, it's going to be backwards. And there were a lot of products that we're going to have tonight, so that's why I did this, so that you guys will be able to see it straight on since we went through so many stuff. But I will be going back to the other way that I feel comfortable. And okay, so you guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight and letting me just share with you guys all of my favorite things that I like that make my food tasty, my favorite condiments that keep me on track so I can stay on this lifestyle and continue to control my carb addiction. And we will see you guys next week. You guys, put in the comments, what would you like to have me talk about? Put in some ideas in the comments. And you guys, don't ask me to cook or do the food. Don't ask me to cook or do the food. But put in there what you want to talk about. I have some ideas, but put some in there. You guys have a good night, and I will see you in the next video. And I can't even turn it off because it's on the other side. That was where my hubby comes. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video.